Hi there. Do you like to read the comics in the newspaper? You know, normally at the last page or the second last page, you will have the comics. And we have that here in Norway as well. And one of the most popular comics is a comic called Pondus. Basically, it's about a grown man who's very into football or soccer, as we say here, and beer, and you know, it's comedy, so it's usually quite funny. The other day, I didn't laugh so much because you know what? I'll show you. I'll pull it up on the screen here, and I'll translate for you what it says here. So here on the first the first square there, you can see there's a fat man with a big nose, and he's at a bar and he's talking with a girl there who works at the bar, and he says, and you know, I have to be very careful. I can't really say any of these words, which should tell you a lot, I guess. Now he says, get the V. Some people call it the Big Mac now. That's funny, you know. Are you crazy, he says. That poison is not going into this body. And the woman says, so you would rather become ill and maybe die. And in the next square, the guy, you know, he's been drawn like a proper idiot. He looks stupid, right? And he says, become ill? There is no illness. It's just something the deep state has come up with, and someone is going to make a lot of money on this nonsense. That's what he says. And she says, do you ever listen to what you say? And in the next square, he's upset, you know, he's waving his arms around, and he says, as he is leaving, I suppose, I will not be fooled. Good luck with the dugnad, suckers. Dugnad is a Norwegian term. It's when you come together and you work for a common goal. And in the last square, she says it's difficult to explain to a fool that the Big Mac is foolproof. And this guy, this is Pondus actually, he pops out here, and he says, so let me just add a little bit to the discussion, or let me throw some gasoline on the fire. That's what he's saying. Do we really need fools? Did you laugh? I didn't. Now there are people, as we speak, lying there dying because of this. Now, certain people do not want us to talk about that. They are not to be mentioned. But it's a fact. Another fact is that the one group with the greatest skepticism towards this Big Mac is people with a PhD. So contrary to what mainstream media wants us to believe, it's not the fools that are skeptical about this. Not at all. And you know what? I spoke with a good man the other day, And he said that because of his line of work, he will be forced now to get the Big Mac. But he was nervous about it. He didn't want to, because when his father-in-law got it, he was bleeding out of his ears. So this guy drawing these silly little men and trying to be funny, you know, it's just pathetic. It's just pathetic. And I just wanted to bring your attention to this, because I don't think this is okay. I don't think it's okay to imply that, do we really need these people who don't want to have the Big Mac? Do we need them alive? Implying that if you don't get it, you will be... you'll die from the, quote, plague. Is that funny? It's not.